What is out of order, Honorable Master?
Now I have all the speakers. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I was just wondering, I want to believe that most of the sporting events are known much in advance for the whole year and even beyond. Is the minister in order to say there is a delay in preparation of the visas, which is without its control, when we know that most of these sporting events at such a time, why can't the visas be prepared in advance? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Yes.
Honorable Speaker, definitely calendars of events are normally known, but participation in these events is something that is initiated by the Federation. It's the Federation that is affiliated to the relevant international organization. It's the Federation that gets the right to participate, and it's the Federation that then brings a request. And it is true that more often than not, we receive very, very late requests. And it is something which we have put together a framework to help federations handle this matter a lot more smoothly. Honorable KK, thank you on your statement about Buhungu, and I can confirm that indeed all the drama and film festival, the music festival that we had, the concert in Nakuru today with His Excellency the President, and the ball games were fully funded by this ministry to the tune of 267 million Kenya shillings. And we have worked very, very closely with the Kenya Secondary School Sports Association and the Kenya Primary School Sports Association. And that whole program is part of our rolling out the Talanta Hela initiative. As I have already said, the back end of the Talanta Hela system is something that is being sorted out, and as soon as that is sorted out, then live streaming of that can start right away. Honorable Abu Ahmed, we are aware of the issue you raised on the swimmers that went to Japan, but I also want to make it clear here that the regulations of the Sports, Arts and Social Development Fund only allow the ministry to provide support through federations or through associations. It's the body that brings a request. And the challenge we continue to have with swimming is because of this challenge with the federation. As soon as we are able to sort this out, as soon as we are able to agree with the World Aquatics, that the committee we put in place can take responsibility for the swimmers, then it should be possible to offer some support to our swimmers, both for the qualifiers and for the Olympics. And of course, participation in the Olympics is dependent on qualification. Honorable Mtunga, your invitation to the book award, the book launch, I can confirm to you while on my feet that if the book launch is tomorrow, I would be more than glad. I love books. Promotion of the literary arts is one of the areas which we need to improve, and certainly Kenya could do with more writing, more production of books. And so I'll be more than happy, Honorable Mutunga, to come and join you for the launch of this book. There was a question from Honorable Waluke on the 100 million given to sportsmen, sportswomen, and could this be the source of my my troubles? What I can say is that we have really not treated our sportsmen and women right. You may want to know, honorable members, that the 100 million shillings that Honorable Waluke refers here was largely to, number one, clear outstanding awards going back to the year 2010. There are athletes who competed and represented this country from 2010, and they had not been paid their awards. We were able, honorable members, to clear all that backlog, and we were also able, for the first time in the history of this country, to offer something to our legends. We honored our legends who have competed for this country for the last 60 years. And so I believe that that is a good way of spending money. Our athletes, our sportsmen and women are the goose that lays the golden egg, and we must acknowledge and reward them appropriately. And through the Hongera Awards, we'll continue to do this every single year. Honorable Justice asked a fundamental question. We have lost a hold on some of the events where we have reigned supreme, like the steeplechase. We could only manage a bronze medal yesterday during the steeplechase finals in Budapest. And I want to inform this honorable house that I have sat down with Athletics Kenya and I have challenged them to go back to the drawing board so that we can reclaim our glory in our traditional strong sports. And I'm happy to also report that after that engagement, Athletics Kenya has submitted to the ministry a blueprint for youth development requiring 64 million Kenya shillings, which is being considered to go back to primary schools, to go back to the basics. Steeplechase requires special training. Steeplechase requires special equipment. The ministry has accepted to make special investment for Kenya to bounce back in steeplechase, because it's an area where we have definitely lost our way. Honorable member for Keses on Kipchoge. Kipchoge is among the facilities, as I said at the beginning, that our sporting infrastructure had really gone under. Until last Saturday, when Kakamega Homeboys played the Libyan team Al Hilal, Kenya did not even have a stadium approved by FIFA or CAF. We had to do emergency rehabilitation on Nyayo to be approved by CAF for that game of Homeboys. We have a master plan, and I would be glad to share with this honorable house that part of the Talanta Hela program is a sports and arts master plan on how to improve our infrastructure. That master plan includes revamping our international stadia so that CAF and FIFA can be comfortable with them. And as you know, we have put in a bid to host the Africa Cup of Nations 2027. We have made tenders for rehabilitation of stadia, and this Kip Keino is among them. These tenders were opened on 17th of this month for rehabilitation of Kasarani, Nyayo, and Kipchoge Keino Stadium in Eldoret. As we await this program to start, we were able to do some emergency rehabilitation of Kip Keino, and that is why Kip Keino was able to host the Devolution Conference Games, which again I had the honor to open myself. Honorable Kangombe, when I mentioned the issue of the account, I meant account details given by some of the athletes. There were a bit of issues which are being sorted out, and I believe that money should reach athletes within a week, as I have confirmed here. Concrete measures for swimmers, I have made it very clear here that we want to agree with World Aquatics on a program where we can have a joint effort between World Aquatics and the government of Kenya to resolve these issues. It will be important to get this court case out of court and get these factions on the table so that we can get Kenya Aquatics back on track. Because the people who are suffering are our swimmers and not those who are fighting. Finally, there was a question from the Honorable Chief Whip that was reiterating a question raised by the Honorable Majority Leader, that question on participation in Doha and in Paris. The undertaking I can give, and I have already given, let me reiterate it, is that we want to agree with World Aquatics to accelerate the process of withdrawing this case from court, of getting the elections for Kenya Aquatics done, and getting Kenya Aquatics back to be able to undertake their mandate, because ultimately this is the mandate of Kenya Aquatics. And as we do that, we want to agree with World Aquatics on a framework that could allow our swimmers to compete, even if that process is delayed. That is the best way to support these athletes. Honorable Bensunda, I have prepared all the records of the issues I have referred to, and it is a whole world of records here, including the state of sports as we found it, as we inherited it, and as I've repeatedly said, we found Kenyan sports in a mess, a total mess. The efforts we have made to start revamping infrastructure, to create a pipeline for talents, to monetize the creatives and talents generally, and to just make sure that Kenya maintains her pedigree as a top competing nation. All this is in the records that we have, and we'll gladly leave them here with the Honorable House. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable CS. I can note that there are still very many people, or several people, who have follow-up questions. I have noted Honorable Abu, Honorable Irene Mayaka, Honorable Rueda, Honorable Rindikiri, but as the majority leader had presented, this will be done in the follow-up session. I will therefore request that we let the CS out at this point so that we can proceed with the business of the House. Honorable Shakil, you've just walked in. You've just walked in. Honorable CS, kindly take your leave. Next order.
Order number 9, Committee of the Whole House.
Order, members.